Hi, I'm Dr. Gitanjali Achrekar and I welcome you to this course titled Indian Monetary and Financial System. Today we will study module number 3, the components of money under unit 1, money and money supply. Learning outcomes of this module. The learner should be able to understand the components of money, the total amount of money in circulation, and the concept of demanders and suppliers of money in the economy. Let us begin with the components of money in the economy. In India, components of money consists of the following three items. First, coins. Coins are token money whose intrinsic or metallic value is less than their face value. For example, all 1 rupee coins printed by the central government and 2 rupee and 5 rupee coins printed by RBI, the central bank of the country, come under this category. Second, currency notes. Currency notes are merely pieces of paper or inconvertible paper. They can be converted into other notes or token coins of equal value. Currency notes used in India for circulation and for exchange are 10 rupee notes, 20 rupee notes, 50 rupee notes, 100 rupee, 200 rupee, 500 rupee and 2000 rupee notes. The third component is bank deposits or credit money. Bank deposits refer to only demand deposits of banks on which checks can be drawn, or they refer to the withdrawable portion of deposits from the banks. These include current and savings deposits. Then, after identifying the things which serve as money in the economy, total stock of the items which serve as money can be calculated. Also, changes in the total stock of money during a financial year can be calculated. This can help the central bank or RBI to regulate the components of money supply in the economy. But in reality, when RBI calculates the total money supply in the economy, it measures it as on a particular date. Let us suppose money stock as on 31st March 2019, that is, RBI measures money supply in the economy as a stock concept. The stock of money calculated by RBI in India is actually the money circulating in the economy. How does it calculate it? It is as follows. Firstly, RBI includes currency notes and coins held by the public, subtracted by cash reserves with government and the banking system. The second component consists of demand deposits or the withdrawable deposit portion of current and saving deposits held by the public, subtracted by interbank deposits or demand deposits which one bank keeps with the other bank in the economy. Here, public refers to all households, firms, institutions, public sector enterprises, etc. in the economy. Government and banking system here refer to central government, state government and RBI plus all banks which accept demand deposits. Why is this separation done? The primary reason for measuring the stock of money in this way is that this separates the producers or suppliers of money, that is government and the banking system, from the holders or demanders of money, that is the public in the economy. This helps RBI in analysis of money supply and framing a suitable monetary policy. The above stock of money supply is systematically calculated by RBI as the 4 indices or measures of money supply in the economy. To conclude, components of money in India consist of 3 items, that is currency notes plus currency coins plus bank deposits. Money supply refers actually to the money circulating in the economy which is held by the public. Cash reserves with the government and banking system are not included in the money circulating in the economy. Why is this done? This is done to separate the demanders of money from the producers or suppliers of money supply in the economy. This helps RBI in controlling the components of money supply in the economy. These are my reference. Thank you.